Hello everyone. So welcome to my channel. This is Divine Insights. So here we'll be talking just about astrology and only astrology. So yes, today let's start with the basics of the astrology. So let's talk about the houses. So in astrology, the astrological chart, the birth chart, we'll be having total 12 houses. So each houses represents a specific domain or specific things which is related to that particular house. For example, let's start from first house. So first house basically represents you. So it represents your personality, what you like, and it also sometimes uh, talks about your strengths, your natural strengths and weaknesses, and sometimes this also helps you know your life purpose as well. So that's the importance of first house, so that we also considered as ascendant. And next it is the second house. So second house, it basically represents your family values and virtues, and also this is a house which represents the collection of money or wealth. So uh, this is basically a money house, you can consider in that way. And when we come to third house, in third house, so the third house is actually the house of your siblings. If you have any younger sibling, so this house belongs to them. Then this house is also a house of short term travel and communication, because in natural chart we get the Gemini energy here. So that's the reason why this can be considered as the house of communication and short term travel as well. And uh, and also you can see efforts from third house. If you have strong third house, then you are good at putting efforts, so much efforts. So this is the house of self efforts as well. And whatsoever comes in recent technologies, including social media marketing and AI, these kind of things, these all come under the third house itself. And this is a house which also initiates things. So this is a house of initiation as well. So now let's move to the fourth house. In fourth house, so it's a house of your mother. So basically it is a house of your comfort, luxury as well. And uh, yeah, this includes everything, literally, like luxury, properties, so things like this. And this represents your mother. And yeah, this is what the fourth house is all about. And when we come to the in fourth house, this also represents your mental peace. So that mental peace, and without you working without having any pressure, so that depends on your fourth house as well. And now let's move to the fifth house. So it is considered as, the fifth house is your purva janma punya, which means it is the karma, or the house of the past life deeds. Okay, so if you did good deeds in your past, then it will definitely gonna reward you, or else it will definitely gonna punish you if you did any mischief with anyone. So this is that kind of house, and this also represents the children as well. And this is a house of art, creativity, lecture, I mean the art, literature. And this is literally a creative and very passionate house, in in all, among all 12 houses in the astrological chart. So now let's move to the and fifth house also talks about the love, you know the love encounters that you experience. So that will also come under fifth house, and also including the children as well. So, and now let's move to the sixth house. So sixth house basically represents the debt, the karmic debt. And if you did good deeds, it will be a positive karmic debt, uh, that you love, fulfilling. Or else if it is in a negative condition, then you have to complete that karmic debt with so much frustration and all. So yeah, and this is a house of daily routine as well. So your routine can be seen through your sixth house. And sixth house will also talks about diseases. And this also talks about problem and problem solution. So in natural chart we get the Virgo energy here. So this is it is a house of enemies and diseases and daily routine. So it's quite hard house, honestly. And now let's move to the seventh house. Seventh house represents your spouse, and it represents the society. So your seventh house will tell how people will perceive you in the public domain. So if it is good, if it is in good condition, then obviously people will perceive you in the right direction and they treat you well. If it is, in afflicted condition, then people might ill treat you as well. And yeah, seventh house also represents the business as well, business aspect. And uh, if there is Venus in seventh house, you can do, the clothing business as well, and anything related to beauty and things like that. And let's move to the eighth house. So in eighth house, so it is a house of mystery, secrets, literally everything which is occult. So the astrology that comes under this eighth house itself. So it's a very research oriented field. So much research, secrecy, and criminal activities that all can be seen through eighth house. And yeah, uh, leaving a legacy behind that can also be seen through eighth house. If you have a positive strong eighth house, then the chances of you leaving a legacy behind is very high. And this eighth house can also be seen, as ancestors house. So their blessings and curses can also be seen through this eighth house. And if you move to the, like, yeah, the tantric vidyas that we come across, they fall under this category of eighth house itself. And anything that is below the earth, such as minerals, petroleum, these are also, very significant symbols of eighth house. And all research related fields, and uh, where drugs, something like this everything literally comes under this eighth house. And sadhana and kundali awakening, if you have heard about this word kundali awakening, this is also related to this particular eighth house. So now let's move to the ninth house. So ninth house is a very divine energy house. So this house is literally a, the fortune or the luck house. So if you want to see how is your luck and fortune, please go and see your ninth house. If it is in a good condition, then obviously you are very lucky. Or else you might need to do any remedies to make it improve the house. So basically ninth house, it talks about religion, spirituality, and this includes, doing donations in the name of god as well. And ninth house also represents the long term travels. And if it is in connection with 12th house lord as well, then you might have the opportunity to, move out of the country and settle there as well. And ninth house plays a very important role in, you in taking you to the next level, because it's ninth house, the luck, the fortune itself, which has, the ability to take you from 0 to 100, something like that. And yeah, when god gives you, he gives like, uh, he gives in exponential levels actually. So that is represented by this ninth house. So ninth house, in chart, this represents your father as well. So if you have good relationship with your father, then your ninth house and its lord is in a good condition itself, I think. If you have a, kind of bad behavior with your father, then your ninth house might be afflicted as well. So yeah. And we also see higher knowledge, like uh the higher knowledge, like getting PhD or any graduation, this all kinds in ninth house itself. So yeah, this is a house of knowledge, uh knowledge, wisdom, luck, fortune, everything, which is very positive, very optimistic, just like Jupiter. So now let's talk about 10th house. Okay, so 10th house, this is a house of career. So most of people, I would be feeling that uh, most of people get interested in astrology just because of their career. Because this happened to me, I was very confused about my career, and uh, then I came in contact with astrology and I got interested. I just wanted to know what would be my, what would be my career. But at the end, I just got interested in astrology and things just moved. So this 10th house is very important to know about your career. So this also talks about, how people perceive you, how you will be recognized in the society. So that can also be seen through a 10th house. And yeah, all malefic planets, they they actually they work well in this 10th house. So it's a house of career. It's a house how people how recognize you, how people recognize you, basically. And yeah, it's, it's a house of work only. Only work exists there and nothing else. Okay. So now let's move to the 11th house. So 11th house is your incoming gains. It's a house of your incoming gains. It's a house of your corporate circle. So, and it's a house of mass public as well. Okay. So, and yeah, it's a house of your friends too. So if you have good 11th house, then you will have all these things naturally. Or else you might really find it hard to, make a friend, something like that. And and also it might create some problem in incoming gains as well. Or else, the salary that you get is, that is linked to this 11th house. It is incoming gain, right? That's why. So if you have issues with the salaries, then I think it might show your 11th house is kind of in affliction. And let's move to the 12th house. 12th house is it's a house of spirituality. It's a house of moksha. It's the house of loss as well. It's a house of expenditure too. And this represents the outer country. So the country, basically the country which is uh, where you're not born. You're moving away from your birth place. That is this 12th house. So it's a foreign country. It represents a foreign country. And if it is making kind of connection to ninth house as well, it might show uh, you will get your ninth house, which means the higher studies in outer country. Okay. So, and if it is in a good condition, it will make you, settle in outer country as well. And yeah, and this is also somewhat connected to spirituality and kundali awakening kind of things. So yeah, basically, um so I think I covered literally all 12 houses in I think nearly 12 minutes. So if you're watching till now, I don't think you are watching till now, but if you are, then thank you so much. It really means a lot to me. Thanks a lot. Thanks, Sitan. Bye.